the judge clearly said that the prosecution has not been able to prove his direct involvement with any of the atrocities, but here they come up with a ridiculous sentence of 90 years. And this court has once again proved that it is a political show trial by a political party which has no legitimacy, no international recognition, and we have been deprived of fair justice.
The verdict, though, when it was read out in court, the tribunal said that your father held superior responsibility for the atrocities committed by militias. These are militias that he helped to create to support the Pakistani army. Is this something that he denies, that you deny?
Everyone denies. I mean, he denies, we deny, and the evidence denies. This is ridiculous, and I think it's laughable to give him superior responsibility, or what you command responsibility. This can be only given to someone who holds a responsible position. He was not involved in the army. He didn't hold any position in the army or in the then civilian government or any of the paramilitary forces. So these are all hearsay. The propaganda that have been carried out in Bangladesh by the media and some politicians for over 40 years. And this has nothing to do with real court procedure. Or if you see the judgment, and it has nothing to do with what procedure took place in the court, because they could not prove anything. If I just give you one example, in the fifth of the five accounts on which he has been convicted, says that he wrote a letter to murder one Sirumia. And he has been sentenced to 40 years for that. Where is that letter? That letter has not been produced, and not only the letter, no relative of that individual was produced in court. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You refer to this letter, but there were speeches and letters that were published in your father's own newspapers that were submitted as evidence to the court, in which he gave inspiration to the young people of the party that formed the Al-Badr forces. They then went on to kill dozens of intellectuals, in a killing that has shocked many, many people. He is thought to have been the inspiration in those speeches.
What we're trying to say is all based on the political hearsay. These have not been they have not been able to establish that in the court, and it's not possible to establish, because all these statements said are about unity of Pakistan, and nothing. They could not provide a single evidence where any of his speeches led to any individual being killed or any individual being raped.
Are you saying that your father did not back the Pakistani army in 1971?
He did not back any atrocities of the Pakistan army. He did back he did support the United Pakistan, but he did not back any atrocities of the Pakistan army. No, absolutely not.
What's going to happen now? Will you appeal?
We are going to appeal, but we are not sure about the appeals process, because we see that the government has interfered in the appeals court as well, and appointed some political people in the court. So we call upon the international community to intervene in whatever way they can, and ensure an internationally supervised appeals process. We'll be happy to be involved in any. We are going to appeal anyway, but we will be happy if there will be fair justice ensured through an internationally supervised appeals process, where we're absolutely sure that he will come out free, because he has not done any crime whatsoever.
Okay, Salman Al Azami, thank you very much for joining us from Liverpool. Sabir, you're still with us.
Yeah.
Your reaction